how you can get the most out of Toastmasters Club meetings. It is, of course, all about giving and receiving. So if you've ever been a guest at a Toastmasters meeting, I very much hope that you would have been warmly welcomed. And that is really what we can give to the guest. The guest is coming to us to experience the meeting. We want to give back to them by really making them feel welcomed. Then when we're meeting in person, of course, there might be a nice venue that we're meeting at. Or alternatively, we're meeting online, and then hopefully that Zoom meeting is set up really neatly and runs really, really smoothly. The president of the club will open the meeting with hopefully a fairly inspiring introduction and close the meeting off at the end as well with a few words. You will notice something that I think is really special about Toastmasters meetings. There is a very well structured agenda, and in principle, generally Toastmasters meetings follow the same kind of format with very, very similar building blocks. It's all about prepared speeches, evaluations delivered on stage for those prepared speeches, but then also some impromptu speaking, table topics, and on top of all of that, we have some additional functionaries who really make that meeting flow well, such for instance the timekeeper and very importantly the Toastmaster of the day who holds it all together. And of course we're giving and receiving constantly here all the time. When we're the person on stage, we're giving to everyone else by speaking, but we're also receiving because we're receiving their energy, and we're also then, after we have spoken, we'll receive feedback from them, which is how we learn at Toastmasters. So, and we will only do that if we're engaged, if we're showing up, if we're taking on those roles, and then in the meetings, we're listening when it's the time to do that, and we're speaking when it's the time to do that. There's one more thing that you might find at Toastmasters meetings, which I think is very special. We really like to recognize achievements and celebrate them. And so that might be something that happens just within the meeting. So when at some clubs they recognize the best speaker of the day, or the best table topic, i.e. which is the impromptu speech, or the best evaluation of the day. So whoever delivered a piece of speaking that just went down best can win an award for that. Not all clubs do that, but many do. What I think is almost even more important is when educational achievements are being recognized and celebrated. And we follow the Toastmasters educational program, which is called Pathways. And within Pathways, people follow various different paths and they achieve levels within their path. And whenever they've achieved a level, that gets recognized, and I think that's a wonderful thing. Not to forget, of course, there is the big celebration around someone having delivered their first prepared speech, which for some can be quite a hurdle to jump over in their own head. And then when they've done it at the Toastmasters meeting, they'll always say, "It wasn't that bad. I think I may even have enjoyed that." So there's really a lot of fun to be had, and it is all being celebrated.